Health is brought to you by Aunt Martha's.
Millions of Americans will probably be placing a bet on the big game this weekend, and it could be their very first betting experience on a sporting event. And for others, gambling might be a regular occurrence. Here with more insight on gambling addiction from Alpha Omega Counseling Services in Danville, we have Carrick Kiley joining us, and we appreciate you being here today, Carrick.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about Alpha Omega Counseling Services and what you guys are all about there in Danville.
Alpha Omega does DUI and risk management for DUIs, and we also do gambling treatment, gambling outreach. We do all the gambling. We with IDHS, we have a contract with them.
And this is a big weekend for people who may be wanting to place a bet on the Super Bowl on Sunday. So this could be a challenging weekend for people who may have that gambling addiction.
Correct. Yes, absolutely. So that's why March is Gambling Awareness Month, and as we get into that, you see a lot. Our agency and a number of the other agencies that do gambling treatment, they get out. They're getting the word out with the gambling awareness, so that people don't get themselves into trouble in the gambling part.
When do you know you're in trouble? Because a lot of people, when they have an addiction of any kind, may be in denial about it. But at what point are you like, I have a problem?
Gambling is very hard to know that when you're in trouble with it, due to the fact that you don't see the effects until all the way to the end. Gambling typically will, start off like any of the addictions as a progressive illness, and at some point, could cross over the line into an addiction, and it's at that point then, it becomes seeking help with it.
And if you do seek help with it, you get the help you need, and you can, consider yourself, I guess, cured or an overcomer. Oh. Can you ever place a bet again, or should you done?
A problem gambler should be abstinent. A social gambler can go back out and place a bet, but a problem gambler has to be abstinent with it, because if that person goes back out and places a bet again, that person then results into another, could end up into another issue, and it could be more problems with it.
Yeah. And gambling really technically isn't. Is it a disease, even though
Yes.
there's no drugs involved?
Yes, gambling, as the more research comes out on it, and, gambling has been around since, early ages, since man, but the problem with it is that now you're just starting to see the research come out on it. You're now starting to see the gambling type research that says that yes, it is actually a disease with it.
Yeah, you've got some upcoming events happening at some basketball games for people who may be interested, learning a little bit more. Tell me what you have going on.
I have we're up at Bradley at the two games next Saturdays, and we'll be passing out we'll have a table, and we'll be passing out literature with that. And the person I also work with, Nelson, he has cultivators, and he has a number of different food distributions, and he also does gambling outreach during that.
So they can come and learn a little bit more if they come check out the basketball game. We have to mention that you also have services available in Spanish. So if we have some Spanish speakers out there who also may need a little help, you have that available. And it's not just gambling treatment, but you also have alcohol and drug addiction outpatient services, DUI services, and risk classes like you mentioned.
Right.
So it sounds like you cover a lot of stuff.
Yes, we do. We cover the gamut, because alcohol and gambling go together. You can't walk into, even here, even in any of the places that has the slot machines, you can always get alcohol.
Yeah.
And alcohol and gambling go together. You're with the proliferation and with March Madness coming up and a lot of the sports betting, you start to see that 56 million was spent in a month on sports betting.
Wow.
We're talking 10 million in Danville at the slot machines in 1 month in December. So we're talking about not a small amount. We're talking about a large amount of money being spent on gambling with it, and takes about 1 to 5 problem gamblers. About 5 problem gamblers to operate one of the slot machines. So think about how many slot machines there would be, and you're talking about a person walking in and spending their whole paycheck, $2,000 or $3,000 into it.
Well, there's hope. If you think you may have a problem, we will connect you with everything happening there at the Alpha Omega Counseling Services at our website, stayliving.tv. We appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
All right, coming up